What it comes down to is the importance of CCRSL in our 21st century of teaching and learning is that our students need to be prepared for college and career. They need to be prepared for the rigor and the demands of college classes and entering that college, and they need to be prepared if they choose not to go into college to a career, and these standards will prepare them for that. What's great about CCRSL is it's not just a secondary effort, it is pre-K to 12, so that all of our teachers in DoDEA are focusing in on instructional shifts, on improving reading and writing, and teaching nonfiction. For the past 2 years, our teachers across DoDEA have received training in college and career ready standards for literacy, or what we call CCRSL. As a part of this training, our trainers have focused on the instructional shifts in literacy. There are 3 of those. The first shift is regular practice with complex text and academic language. And this is important because across the board, no matter what our teachers teach in grades 6 through 12, they have language that is specific to their content area. So vocabulary words. If you think about the vocabulary instruction that you may have received when you were going through middle school or high school, oftentimes it was a random list of vocab that the teacher wanted you to learn. You learned them in isolation, you used the words in a sentence, you defined them, and then you were given a test every Friday on those vocabulary words. The difference in using this shift would mean that teachers are actually teaching the words in context of the subject matter. So when an author uses the words in a story or in your science textbook, the students are learning those words and what they mean in relation to the text. That's a little bit different than how we have taught in the past. The second shift is reading and writing and speaking grounded in evidence from the text, both literary text and informational text. This skill of inferencing has been taught through pre-K to 12, but this focus on the shift reminds students that they have to be able to cite evidence from the text and not use so much opinion writing or I thought or background knowledge or this is when I went to the fair in the summer when I read this story about the state fair. So we really want students to understand that they have to cite the evidence, and the reading standards focus on the student's ability to read carefully and grasp information, arguments, ideas, and details based on the text evidence. Our third instructional shift that comes with CCRSL training is building knowledge through content-rich nonfiction. In 6 through 12 ELA classes, our students pay greater attention to specific category of information and literary in nonfiction textbooks. That's something that we haven't always focused on, and we've made a diligent effort this year to increase the use of nonfiction and teach nonfiction. Through our new collections materials for ELA 6 through 12, we are focusing on these 3 instructional shifts, and we have 1 more year next year of professional development for our DoDEA educators. That will focus on speaking and listening standards. More to come on that.